Hey, Scotty, what's the latest with Bradley?
Brad is out tonight. Ish is in, and DB is in with minute restrictions.
I know the last game you guys wanted to get out of Detroit as fast as possible after a game like that. But for Denny, in those minutes where the game was closing out, he did record his first career double-double. Is there something that he can kind of take out of that as a confidence boost for a young player?
Well, I think with Danny and a lot of our young players, in those situations, you should never look at it, no matter what the score is, they're wasted minutes. These are minutes that you can get better from and you can improve from and get confidence from. We definitely need a good Denny tonight, and hopefully that game. I thought he played pretty all the way, all around a decent game, but we can come back and do it again tonight. He's going to have one of the best players in the league that he's guarding. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for him. But these minutes are all, they're not wasted minutes. You got to get better and you got to improve game to game. And so hopefully it did give him some confidence going into tonight, because we need a good Denny tonight.
Thanks, Scotty.
Thank you.
Fred.
Hey, Scott. This is now I believe the fourth game where Brad has given it a go pregame and not been able to go. What's been the reasoning behind keeping him out when obviously he's relatively close because he's been questionable going into all those?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's questionable game to game. It's still the pain and discomfort. He doesn't feel comfortable, and we're not going to put him out there. This guy is not just how valuable he is, but anybody. It's no matter if you don't play many minutes, but he's not ready. I would love for him to be out there. Obviously, last game we needed some firepower. I thought we were playing on fumes, and it's going to definitely be hopefully a good boost tonight with Bertans and Ish coming back into the lineup. But Brad is not ready. We'll see how he feels going on the road trip for the first game in Tampa.
And as for Davis and Ish, how do you envision using them tonight?
It's definitely some minute restrictions. It's I can't imagine them playing more than 20 minutes. I can't imagine them playing more than 6 minutes at a time. But I will be in direct communications with our staff and the players during the games and always checking in on them. But you forget that Ish has been out for 2 months basically. So I'm sure there's going to be some rust and there's going to be some conditioning, but seeing him, work out the last few weeks, he seems to be in pretty good conditioning, but it's still not NBA minutes. And DB is just the same thing. I'm just going to keep my eye on both of them, and we need him to play well. I mean, we need bodies, and these are really good players that have been out, and they can help us.
Chase.
Hey, Scott. You mentioned Denny probably guarding Luka Doncic. What's going to be the key to defending him tonight?
You just can't get discouraged if he makes a tough shot on you. He's a shot maker. He's a tough shot maker. He has some of these shots that it's hard to defend. These step back threes from 30 feet. He gets separation. He has great footwork. He has great strength, and his dribbling, his ball handling skills is like a smaller player. But you can't put your hand in the cookie jar. He sees that. He's crafty. He's going to get to the free throw line. He knows when he's in the bonus. So Denny's going to have his work cut out, but like he's averages, close to 30 points, and he does it throughout the league, not just, any given night. That's his average. So you got to make his shots. Hopefully you can make him a volume shooter and not an efficient shooter, but it's going to be hard to do, but Denny's going to get the first crack at him. But we're going to need everybody to help out. It's not just, him guarding them.
Neil.
Scott, for Brad, has he had any kind of MRI or anything, or is anything like that planned in the future? Or is this status quo right now, just rest and hope he gets better?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I know of, but I think it's just continue to do the treatment with our guys. And Brad wants to be out there. Like I've said, he loves to play. He wants to play. Doesn't want us to be in this situation. I mean, he sees where, we can use what he brings. He brings all around play. He brings attention to every time down the court, but we can't put him out there until he's ready. And he's going to do everything in his power to get ready. And we got to, that days, it seems like every day is it's a week, but it's every day is 24 hours. He's just going to take some time, and hopefully, I've been saying this for a while, but hopefully next game he'll wake up, get a little bit better every day. And, we don't play for, I think, till Monday, and we'll see then. And if not, we'll wait till next game's, I think, Wednesday.
And who are your starters tonight?
The same, but Garrison's going to start in place of Jerome.
Dwayne.
Yes, Scott, you spent some time obviously in Texas playing for the Mavericks and the Rockets. If Texas is known as a football state, how do you explain Baylor and Houston making up one half of the Final Four?
Wow, Dwayne, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
It's good hearing your voice. Yeah, I was a pretty good player in both of those organizations, right? I'm surprised my number is not retired yet, but I think Cubans trying to get it maybe this time when we go out there this year. It's pretty impressive. It's too bad we're playing on tonight. It'd be nice to watch both of those games. The coaches have done a good job building their programs. Obviously, when I was growing up playing the game in college, Houston was a powerhouse. But they seem to be, I don't know if they're a powerhouse as they were back then, but every year, coach has done a good job of building them and putting them in positions to have a great year. But it's gonna be obviously a fun game to watch.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Shy.
Maverick, Orange.
Yep.
Thanks. Scott, what's the key for an offensive explosion from Denny tonight? I know you mentioned he's going to guard Luka. What does he need to do offensively to have a successful night?
Make shots. It's pretty simple. Make open shots. Make your layups. Attack. Run the floor. The game, you can't complicate the game. The game is about being aggressive, playing with force, and staying confident. Hopefully last game, he made some shots, got some rebounds that it can carry over to tonight's game. He's definitely guarding one of the best players in the game, an MVP type of player. But we need Danny to make some shots, especially the open ones, the wide open ones. We need all of our guys. We haven't seemed to make enough of them recently, but hopefully tonight is the night with Ish coming back to create some more excitement, some more energy on the offensive floor, his ability to change pace and attack, and then DB opens up the floor. So hopefully we can get some more open shots along the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eddie.
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Good. Eddie, you remember those Houston days when I was dominating?
Oh, you were unstoppable most of the time.
I know.
Listen,
I was so unstoppable. Rudy decided not to play me in a 7-game series, and they ended up winning without me.
Well, they were saving you for the next series, weren't they?
Yeah, save me for next year. Trade me at halftime.
Listen, yesterday, Rudy, I almost said Rudy. Rick, missed that game in New York because of whatever happened. The test turned up positive, even though he'd been vaccinated. What's it like for you and the players too, about just kind of having to live in the constant, not necessarily fear, but concern that something could go wrong, and even if you do everything right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in that situation. I was in the situation in Memphis. I've had basically 100 straight days of a stick up both nostrils and down my throat and get tested and negative, negative, negative. And then all of a sudden I get one that's not, and it's not a good feeling. You're worried about everybody that you're in contact with. But I'm glad it worked out for Rick and myself. But every night I get an email every night from whatever the firm, what is it, BioReference, after my test, and I get it every night, and I look at it every night, and it's anxiety because you want to make sure it says, in green letters, not detected, and then you got a little bit of a sigh of relief. It's a very awkward feeling for all of us, but our guys are handling it, players are handling it well, and coaches are doing the best that we can as well. But we just want everybody to be safe, and hopefully this can be behind us sooner than rather later.
Thank you, Scott. Tell T-Shep I said hi.
All right, I will. Good seeing you. Not a lot
All
of
right.
gray on that beard, huh?
I got bored.
All right, Coach. I think that's it.
Is that it? All right, see you
Yep.
guys.